Hi everybody, I'm Zwinger. Welcome in. This is a very special edition of Zwinger Rips because we've got Oddball Wars. It is Topps versus Panini 2025 hobby box of Topps Allen Ginter versus the last Panini Golden Age hobby box that was released, which was in 2014. Now, I'm a big fan of Topps Allen Ginter. I like the minis. I like that it has kind of random celebrities in there. There's a lot of cool things that they do with dinosaurs, and there's fish and stuff this time too. So I haven't actually looked all that much at what's going to be in the Allen Ginter box. And then Golden Age, I have no experience with. Both of these things say that they're supposed to have, Golden Age has a memorabilia card and an autograph in the box. And then Allen Ginter this year is just supposed to have two of an autograph, relic, printing plate, blah, 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 blah. So there's not necessarily a guaranteed relic or not a guaranteed autograph. You're just going to get what you get, and we'll see what's in there. I have been sitting on this box, not literally, that would damage the cards, for a while, and I'm finally getting to this. So here we go. I am adding a new little element, only at 90 beats per minute. On the bottom left, I've got my heart rate monitor going as we open these and see how it goes. The plan is to do this in just 2 parts. I'm just gonna like split them in half when I open them up. And as for what I'm looking for, Golden Age I think is stuff that's just like pretty old Americana. I know George Brett is in it, but I really didn't see anything else. So it's just gonna be a huge surprise. But there's a guaranteed autograph, so that's pretty cool. I mean, it could be anything. There's like presidential cards in here, as well as just super oddball stuff from early era. Oh, and there's a box topper. I don't think I knew that there was going to be a box topper. Allen and Ginter had done box toppers in the past, but this year they stopped. So we'll get to that in a minute. I'm just going to take the left side, and that's what we're going to do first. Aw, there's some cool Swiss milk cocoa. Interesting. Cool. All right. Get those out of the way. Now, with Allen and Ginter this year, I did look at some of who's in it. And I am looking for, in kind of order, Pools, just like numerical order from what I was looking at the checklist. Pools, Bo Jackson, Cal Ripken, Chipper Jones, Ozzie Smith, Mason Wynn's in there, Bobby Witt Jr., George Brett, and then in the celebrity pool, there are people from MTV's The Challenge, including Cara Maria, Wes from Kansas City, Mark Long, and then Survivor champion by the name of Michelle Fitzgerald is also in this. So that's kind of like the thing I'm looking most for. I mean, just a base card would be cool of Michelle, but like if there's a relic, like a piece of her shirt, I'm gonna turn so many shades of red. That's cool. So in the past, Allen Ginter, that was the last hobby box. It was a lot smaller. This one's got the flap up, and we'll just take everything out of the left side. I'm gonna shuffle these around. I don't want to know what's gonna be where. I don't want to give anything away. If you're Well, what's this? Look for special redemption cards for unique Daguerreo type book cards. Okay. Yep, let's do that. I'll take one of those. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. All right. You know what? I see a lot of people like wait and do the box topper last and stuff. Nope, let's just we're gonna shuffle Golden Age as well. Drop one. That'll be the first one we open. I think we'll just go pack for pack, back and forth. I've got a few stands, but I've got to speed it up. I'm 4 minutes in and I haven't done anything yet. Bear with me. I'd like to thank my sponsor for this video, my work. They don't know they're the sponsor, but they pay me and I waste that money on baseball cards. I think this is going to be like a punch out of 3 cards. Because I watched this get open once, and that's why I bought it. This was very affordable because it's old. All right. Okay, they are just big card. It's just a big Joe Frazier card. box. Yeah, that said Boing. That's a big, thick box topper. That's actually pretty sweet. We'll let him chill out. Well, should we? Yeah, we'll let him chill out right there. Okay, I have 4 stands for each. I don't know how they'll fit in here. I did not plan this out well, but here we go. Panini Golden Age 2014. They did it for 3 years. 12, 13, and then here's 14. I have no idea what's in 12 and 13. I've seen some of this get opened, and here we go. So some of it is going to be baseball-y. Pete Rose, cool. Got Brown Bomber, Joe Louis, boxing. Oh, our mini fell. That's cool. Stuff to read. Michael Spinks, another boxer. We did have a mini fall. We'll look at it in a sec. Dwayne Lucas. He's a horse racing trainer. He's got his own card. And Ernie Banks. Kansas City Monarchs. And our mini that fell out was a baseball player. It's Willie Horton. Outfield, Detroit. The totally different cigarette. So these are tobacco cards is what the little ones have always been kind of referred to as, because the original baseball cards were just little things that were in things to help sell tobacco to differentiate their product from the others. Okay, I'm like skipping over a huge moment. This is my favorite thing that comes out every year, and I waited all year for it. I'm finally cracking a pack, and here I'm just blah, 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 talking about other stuff. This is a big moment. I really like this. I expect Allen Ginter to handily win this, but there's going to be an autograph. What if you get a crazy autograph? And I'm also strange, so if there's just a random guy named Bubba in Panini Golden Age, that's over. That dude wins. Okay, we've got some sort of chrome and a filigree, it looks like, in this pack. This could be the best pack we get of the whole thing. Can we calm down with the light a little bit? Ooh, now we're cooking. Okay, so we've got Kyle Schwarber, which we've looked at for quite a while now. There's a cool Mark McGwire. I am almost certain that's number 1 in this series. I don't know why. Nope, number 2. Okay, almost certain. Number 2. I just remember looking through the checklist and going like, why is McGwire number 2? I do like the Allen Ginter cards for listing out the numbers spelled out. I just think it's kind of cool. Nice throwbacky kind of thing. I don't have any sort of stacks established. We didn't get anything crazy out of that first one. I think as we go along, I'll make up my own rules, but I should just talk about it out loud as we're going. That'd be cool. Gary Sheffield in a Dodgers uniform. I'm not sure that I imagine him in a Dodgers uniform. Usually I'm thinking of him in a Marlins uniform. Bishop. So we've got a couple of bands this year. One that I should know everybody from and one that I don't know everybody from. Newfound Glory is one, and then I think this is the other one. Nope, he's just Andrew Bishop. Very cool. Good job, Andrew. We all want to be like you. Oh boy, we're in the first pack. Already got one of the cards that I'm really wanting to get. So you know what? First one to get a stand, it's just Ozzie Smith. But first of all, I haven't seen that Ozzie Smith card this year. And that's a pretty cool Ozzie Smith card. Looking pretty dapper, Ozzie. Can't quite get our lighting right. Talking over my Cardinal Chrome here. I'm a Cardinals and Royals fan. So, Thomas. A backwards Robert Hassel. What is going on in this pack? And then a filigree. It is a... Okay, let's take it one by one. I like this guy. I like this card. Cool chrome. Not expecting to have to put all these guys up here already. Here's a Luis Ariz mini. I don't feel like most of them have that around the side, right? Or is that just what they look like this year? Is this just the black border has a pattern to it? I don't know. It's cool. We'll set that one over here. And then Robert Hassel III. Oh, is a rainbow. Look at that. Well, I mean, I guess we got to put a mini over here or something. Cool. A couple of rookies on some shiny stuff in the first pack of my hobby box. And then this is the Champions series. So Tigers winning the World Series, what, 1982? 4. Yeah. Cool. It's an insert, but we're not going to do anything special with it. We are zipping right along with our third pack. Thanks for bearing with me. So I'm actually a Twitch streamer more than a YouTuber, and most of my stuff is long form. So this is going to be a longer video. That's kind of why I wanted to split it into 2 parts. We've got the Sundance Kid. Look at that. Historical. Harry Alonso long. Good thing it said Sundance Kid, because I wouldn't know what was going on otherwise. Got our second Joe Boxer. Match. They're the same size if you hold them, you know, correctly. All right. Oh, we've got a horse, of course. But first, it's Mark Koenig. Another mini. Put a boxer up here. Double boxer. I'd read a lot about them, but there's not more than just boxer briefs on the back. I don't know how you want your horse to be pronounced there. So, horse. And then a jockey, Junior Johnson, behind. Junior Johnson? Auto racer. Never mind. He looked like a jockey. What are we catching the light of? And Zach Wheat. Z-Dub. He played 100 years. That's not what that says. All right, so far, I mean, we're only 1 pack deep of Allen Ginter, but the first one was great. I'm going to be disappointed when all of the rest of them are just base. Yeah, I know I have stands, but I don't think those minis can fit in stands. Hey, we go. Hey, we go. That's how excited I get over an Ohtani. It's a base Ohtani, but look at that. Talented man. That's nuts. So we've got a filigree coming, which is what this shiny thing is on the side. Number 132 in the set. He would have made the made the stage if that was the first pack. Like, yeah, nothing's gonna be better than this. Well, kind of like Ozzy chilling. Andrew Jones, did he make the haul yet? Because he needs to. All right, and I've got a coworker who collects Tatis Jr. or just kind of takes the ones that I give him because he said one time he likes them. Is this going to be a celebrity or a... Doesn't look like a baseball jersey. It is a baseball jersey and it's numbered to 50. Yoshida. So I got to set aside My Tatis here. Don't look at the other cards. I promise I won't look at them. We're just going to sleeve up this because I don't want to get my hands all over it. Is this a gold? In the light, it's looking gold now. Yeah. So it's a gold filigree. Masataka Yoshida. Number 29 out of 50. Look at that. Gotta get my last stand. I mean, you're the featured guy. You gotta go right there. Okay. Getting back up, we got a Luis Aparicio base card. A Rogers Hornsby mini. And Wicked Curves. Nolan Ryan with the Wicked Curves. All-time leader in strikeouts. Also the all-time leader in walks, if I'm not mistaken. He threw hard. He was maybe the best. Or at least hardest throwing. Oops. Getting too excited about my next Allen pack. All right, here we go. Panini pack number 3. So far. But again, I don't know what kind of inserts are in here. I did see that there's like playing cards. A playing card would be really cool out of this. And for these being, these being nowhere near the price of a Topps Allen Ginter hobby box, it's worth it. Okay, we've got the Lusitania. It looks like the Titanic, but it's not. Or is it? Read your weird websites. I think I'm gonna put the Lusitania on the stage. Not just because there's nothing on the stage, but kind of because there's nothing on the stage. Boom. Joe Frazier, you got a ship in front of you now. What are you going to do about it? Northern Dancer, numbered to 5. Just kidding. It's just a horse in like an old school like laboratory. Back behind there, that's a calculator. You can see the numbers on it. They used to take up an entire room with the calculator. Ask your parents. Ask your grandparents' parents. Northern Dancer, Kentucky Derby winner. Gary Carter, looking like he's smelling his own farts accidentally. Whoops. Oh, no. Do you think anybody else can smell it? Gary Carter. Montreal, as well as a handful of other teams. Mets. I wasn't sure if it was Mets or Expos. Dizzy Dean, one of my favorite Cardinals. And his brother. Is he going to talk about his brother on the back? The dumber a pitcher is, the better, Dean once said. Same's true for YouTubers. He didn't say that part. Yeah. I like that one. Because I like him. It's not a special card, but I like him. Ripken's going over here when I get his autograph. King Kelly, catcher of Chicago. Also would have gone with like Confederate soldier or maybe like old-time movie actor like Charlie Chaplin's stunt double. That's a stupid thing to say. Charlie Chaplin definitely did his own stuff. That's what he was like famous for. And there was a mini that fell out. It's shoeless Joe Jackson, pictured maybe wearing shoes, maybe not. Yeah, he did it. He definitely did it. That's the face of a guy who did it. If it's any indication, I'm just like super excited to get over here to the Allen Ginter stack. I have checked to look for hobby boxes because I've been so excited to open this, but wanted to like actually make a whole thing out of it. So I've been checking for blaster boxes at my retail stores around town and seen nothing. All right, we've got another chrome. I was wrong last time that I theorized. It's like a rainbow chrome. Jace Jung. Rookie. Carlton Fisk. One of the most famous home run influences ever. He hit it. He turned it. Okay, Mike Trout is somebody who is on my personal... Okay, there's 2 turned around cards. There's 3 turned around. What is happening? What is happening right now? These are just randomly turned around. I'm going to turn them around and they're going to be regular base cards, but I'm getting excited. Mike tried to summon my PC, so even if, I mean, I don't spend a lot of money on this stuff, even if it's just a base card, which it looks like it is, it's still something that's going to go into my binder. Scott Sheldon. And Ohtani behind. We'll look at that in a second, but boom. Not boom, just hey, Sheldon. Boom! That's a boom. That's a kaboom. Sorry, Ozzy. Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say it. Wow. Wow. That's an awesome card. And then this one, oh, we've got Drewski. Moises Ballesteros on also that similar rainbowy, foily. I don't know, is this chrome? Is that what's happening back here? Because it feels... No, you got to stop theorizing about your cards while you're live. Also, I've heard that these are really hard to see where they're numbered, if they're numbered. I'm sure they're not, but... So that is a refractor. This is not. That's what it's telling me. Refractor, not. So rainbow foil and then refractor. Refractor, more like... Whoops. I'm a pro at this. I am having more fun than I thought I was going to have. Sometimes you get your box. I don't order many boxes, 3 or 4 a year, probably tops. Ha. A couple Panini. But then you just want to like open it and I want to record it and share it with everyone, but then it just like adds to the pressure, right? I've opened some off camera. The ones I open off camera are always like way better. This is someone who has a meme that you guys probably know, and he's like pointing or something. I don't remember which of the backs that are supposed to be good. We'll set him just kind of, hey, my face is over the bottom. And Rangers winning the World Series. Finally, you know what, they deserved it. They almost won it before. Cool. Insert. Yeah, this is fun. This is more fun than I was expecting, and I have a whole lot to go still, and I'm trying to savor it, but I also know there's a lot of people who like to click through stuff to see the cool things. Just fast forward to the end, and all the things that are worth seeing are going to be up there. Hey, these are the kind of things that convinced me to buy this box, because it's Claudette Colbert, the actor. The actor? Oh, cool. We've got something next that's kind of neat. We've got a Nolan Ryan whiteboard. I don't know what to call any of these things. I know that it's different and it's special. Golden Age. Looks like there's just a spacer in there behind it. Golden Age, the baseball. The baseball inserts. That's super cool. Oops. Move you over here. Move you over here, and then we'll tuck something in on the side over here if we need to. Here's the little guys that are going along. Okay. Neat, Nolan Ryan. And then every once in a while you get a spacer that just fools you into thinking that your pack is good or keeps people from, I don't know. There's reasons. It's another horse, a mini horse, a pony, if you will. Steve Carlton. He has the same face as... Huh. Steve Yzerman, hockey player. I didn't know he was going to be in that. Some of these are going to make me feel old because these are like guys that I grew up watching and saw them play live. And Eddie Geidel, 4'11", if I'm not mistaken, played for St. Louis for one game, and he got walked. And this is probably going to say some words on the back that we're not going to like. He walked on 4 pitches because the strike zone was very small. We'll just let him partially be in. That's not very nice. These guys are on the stage because they played for St. Louis, and that's pretty much the only reason. We'll keep stacking minis over here. Drewski, your face can just chill. Thank you for tuning into this. What are you guys thinking so far? Is there recency bias in the baseball cards on the Allen Ginter side? We have gotten some Hall of Famers on the left side. We got a cool Nolan Ryan insert. I don't think anything's going to beat the Ohtani or the Yoshida to 50 gold filigree. So yeah, they have colored filigrees this year. There's like purple and other colors that I could list, but would maybe be wrong. Here's our first maybe base pack, which I'm okay with. It's been a little too exciting over here on the right side. Edgar Quero, followed by Ernie Banks, Yu Darvish. This dude was on the Traders, and he was on what, like the Bachelor originally or something, Bachelorette. Peter Weber. He was pretty good on Traders. Definitely not one that I was like circling to make sure, to hope I got, but I'm not mad about getting Peter Weber. It'd be cool to put together some of the people who played on the Traders. I like trashy reality shows, and Traders is at the top. Byron Buxton, Tony La Russa in an A's hat and windbreaker. That's a pretty cool Tony La Russa card. And he only sort of looks drunk, so they got him on a good day. Altuve on a mini. Say it's something about that card being garbage or him being small, but no. It's just too easy. And another Wicked Curves insert. These are pretty cool. Matheson's curveball is a gold standard of early pitching. Yep. 3 shutouts over the span of 6 days. That is almost unrivaled, but we almost had someone do that, something similar in the playoffs recently. Interesting. Yeah, both of these are 24 packs. The Golden Age cards are 6 to a pack, and Allen and Ginter cards are 8 to a pack. If you're looking for stuff to rip that's totally different and might have something that your kids or mom or partner would enjoy that's not baseball, like a Doc Holiday card, like I see this and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to get this and the other one and maybe give these to my dad for Christmas. He'd be stoked to have a Doc Holiday card. He was a dentist? And then Wyatt Earp was like, yo, let's go to the corral. And Doc was like, okay. And they were like, what should we call it? And Doc didn't hear him. He just said, okay. And that's why they called it the OK Corral. History lesson, guys. History. Richard Dreyfuss. Dun-dum. Dun-dum, 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 woo. Yeah, he was in some movies I watched when I was little. Another little horse. We got a pony of the spectacular bid to go with Butch Cassidy. No? I didn't think so. Hank Williams. Cool. Country music, if you couldn't tell from the hat. Patsy Cline. Country music, if you couldn't tell from the hat. And Jim Bouton. Pitcher. Don't know too much about Jim Bouton. We are, I don't know, halfway through, and shit. Gotta stop hitting my mic. I'm having a good time. Thanks for being here. Here's the next Allen Ginter 2025. Again, we are guaranteed 2 hits. I don't know if that 50 Yoshida is one of the hits. It very well could be. Uh-oh. Oh. Got a... I mean, if we're going to have Dean on one side, I really should put Dizzy Dean on the other side. Who would have thought we'd get Dizzy Dean out of both of these? That's what makes it oddball, right? Like, you might not care, but if you like Dizzy Dean or that team or whatever, I gotta find something to put over Hassel. Is it just a regular? Yeah, it's not a refractor, but JC is also not a refractor. I don't know why it's thicker. Oh, because it's not refracting. I said don't try to learn it on video. We're having a good time. Yelich, Jeter, Kobe Mayo, Allen Ginter rookie, Garrett Cole. That is a lot of AL East in a row. Backwards, Nolan Schanuel. Not a refractor because it's not on that shiny stock. But not a rookie, so he won't go over there. And we've got an Honus Wagner, small Honus Wagner card. The most valuable baseball card on the planet. 319. So is that a short print mini? Might be. We'll put Honus over here. He's just kind of eyeballing Drewski. And last, the Astros win their first World Series. Neat. Cheaters. All right. I'm trying to get this guy open. Panini Golden Age 2014. Eddie Plank. Pitcher for Philadelphia. First Southpaw pitcher to win 300 games. Jack Johnson. Looking like an AI portrait of Jack Johnson. Somehow doesn't. It's another spacer in here. And, oh boy. Ha! Look at that. Got a mini of Butch Patrick from the Munsters. I think. Actor. They're invading your space, Luis Ariz. Bucky Dent. Bleep. Bucky has a very famous middle name. Home run over Boston that gave him the title. Charlene Tilton. You might not know, but your dad probably does. Everything is bigger in Texas. She was on Dallas. And then she was on the 2010 Dallas, which was recent at that point. It's still recent in my head. And Josh Gibson, MLB's all-time leading home run hitter. Not at the time of this card being printed, but now he is recognized as the all-time home run king. Jeez, there's still so many packs. All right, Jackie Robinson. A good sign leading off. Look, I got all my good packs first. Jackie Robinson, Marshmallow. Nope, it is Justin Henry Malloy, followed by Big Sean. Wait, followed by Big Sean. Chase Dollander. Rookie, I'm sure. No? Yeah, okay. Covering up the rookie shield. Jacob Wilson. That's a very good rookie to get. Phil Necro. Knuckleballer. Upside down. Hall. Let's see. This guy looks like a disc golfer. Nope, he's a musician. And he's a musician. We'll get his big card and we'll learn all about him. Why do I have Jose Altuve anywhere near? I resisted the urge to tear that one up. I let the garbage jokes go. But then you gave me... Oof. An Astros winning the World Series card. And we've got a Johan Santana Wicked Curves Twins. Man, he had some really good peak years, didn't he? He was a fun dude to watch pitch. Golden Age, yeah, I'm like just now halfway through. There's 6 left of each of these. I've only opened 12 packs. Look at all this cool stuff. Heart rate monitor has dropped down to 80, or at least it's probably been there the whole dang time. I'm barely paying attention. Okay, Phil Cavaretta, outfielder for the Cubbies. I'm assuming the Cubbies. Last baseball player to have faced off in a game against the legendary Babe Ruth. Does that mean the last, like, the only one still alive at this point? Faye Ray, ask your dad. King Kong. Oh, she was the lady in King Kong. The beast was like, Rawr! The beast being King Kong. A small Phil Necro to go with the larger Necro from the last pack. Gene Tierney. We got lots of ladies going on lately. Every red-blooded American male in the 1940s had a crush on the actress. Ask your grandpa's grandpa. Hey, Martin Luther King Jr. I feel like that one's stand-worthy. At least over the Lusitania. Boom. MLK. You never know what you're going to get. And Addie Joss, pitcher for Cleveland. Died suddenly during spring training. Second lowest ERA and lowest WHIP ever. Walks and hits per innings pitched. Here's another one of these. I'm just very excited to be able to be opening these. Do have a relic, maybe an autograph, something cool like that. Got Brittany. Is that Brittany Snow? Is that her name? From Pitch Perfect. The other guy. Well, there's another person from Pitch Perfect and some of those other shows. Is that black? That's a mini though. Okay. I thought it was a black edged card, and that might have been maybe a little more valuable, rare. Dansby Swanson, Mallory's husband. We've got something thick. Oh my goodness. I have wanted a rip card. I've never seen a rip card. I've never touched a rip card. It's numbered to 199. Holy moly. I'm opening it. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. Moises Ballesteros. Who cares what's going on? Dario Franchitti on the black mini. That one like says stuff about him. Look, my heart rate is broken. There's no way that's only 61. Something's broken right now. Okay. Screw it. Yeah, there's no way my heart rate is 61. I'm just opening it. Here we go. Sorry, Christian Yelich. There's probably a better way of opening this. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. It is a short printed base mini of Marcelo Meyer, a rookie, and these aren't going to be numbered, but it is a lower print. Gotta rip. Can't not rip. I would do it over and over and over again. Unless, nope, I would even rip my favorite player. Well, there we go. That's what was in the rip card. Awesome. It's like, why is something thick and backward? What is happening? We'll do that. And set that in front. Maybe. That'll work. I don't have the exact science down of how to put down the rip card and the mini from it because unfortunately I don't have a lot of experience. That was awesome. Holy crap, that was awesome. Oh boy. All right. And we'll get a Golden Age rip card. I really like the Nolan Ryan. I can't even open cards right now. I'm befuddled. I did not think that was going to happen. I did not think that was going to happen. Dom DiMaggio. Got a child actor next. Boston, the youngest of the three DiMaggio brothers. Dom played all his career with Boston. Joe played with the Yankees, and that's why they hate each other, because of the DiMaggios. Rah. He doesn't look like the more athletic of the three, probably, huh? Bill Mumi. Will Robinson from Lost in Space, but also an iconic episode of The Twilight Zone. Then we've got the Sundance Kid to go with Spectacular Bid. Cadillac Ranch. Oh yeah, the out near like Vegas. It's oh no, Texas. Nope, I'm totally wrong. But I have seen this before. It's a cool little thing on the side of the road. Cadillac Ranch. I like Cadillac Ranch. Yeah, because where else are you going to get a Cadillac Ranch card? Christy Matthews, and that's a pretty sweet card. I mean, one of the best pitchers ever. And then Tommy Lasorda. I know the guy who married his granddaughter or niece. Okay. Wow. He's cool. He knows somebody that he said that knows somebody. Yeah. 2025 Allen Ginter Hobby Pack. Number 7? 8? Okay. No rip card in this one. Thankfully, I don't think I can handle it. Beats per minute 37. Okay. You're drunk. You're drunk. We're making that go away. Great first installment of heart rate monitor on screen. Contreras. Oral Hershiser, my sister's favorite baseball player growing up. It's an interesting picture of Oral Hershiser, isn't it? Yeah, he looks like Adam from Workaholics trying to like convince you. What's up? What's up? James Wood covering the rookie shield with my thumb again. So that's a good one. Good rookie to get. And on the opposite end of the spectrum, an Andrew McCutchen. I love that he's back with the Pirates. His Pirates uniform. It's the way that it should be. We've got a Ricky Henderson, RIP. Oh, and another good one right behind him. And those yellow A's uniforms were awesome. And look at him. He's got his like track jacket. No, it's not even a track jacket. It's that big puffy coat underneath his A's jersey. That is, as the kids say, swag, right? And speaking of swag, look at this. He is drunker than Tommy Lasorda in that picture for sure. George Brett, heck yeah. On the list of guys I said I wanted to get, baseball players I wanted to get. And at 308, that is one of the short prints. Anything over 300 is considered a short print, and it's harder to get. I think he's the only one. Yeah, most of the other guys were in the non-short print area. We have not gotten many celebrity-type cards. Here's Marcus Semien. We haven't gotten any challenge members. We're looking for Michelle Fitzgerald. That's the one I want most now. Let's get a sweet memorabilia auto. Ticket to dinner, golden ticket, Willy Wonka. That's the chase card. Whoa. Okay. That glue coming off. These are 11-year-old packs, I guess, aren't they? P.T. Barnum. You should probably recognize that last name if you've ever seen anything or been to a circus or seen anything about circuses. It's another Nolan Ryan. Oh, cool. Look at this. The mini just is jumping out. The Great Sphinx of Giza just jumping out at us. Wants to be featured, and, well, I'll play along. Yeah. There's no rhyme or reason to these, but boom. P.T. Barnum. Cool, cool, cool. Ryan tosses 4th career no-hitter. I like these extra neat little sporting news looking cards as a former news guy. I like to see that this is still in some media. Yes, there used to be a thing called a newspaper. I don't know. I like the other one more, but it's been featured longer on this video, so we'll cover it up. Spectacular bid to go with his mini. So we got the pony and the real horse. Spectacular bid. Farrah Fawcett. You don't even have to ask your dad. You already know. Farrah Fawcett. Charlie's Angels and 50 greatest TV star of all time. Farrah Fawcett died on the same day as Michael Jackson, I believe. Connie Mack, legendary coach. Not a country singer. The hat has fooled us, and the hat theory has completely let us down. 8 cards, 4 more packs. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm sorry this video is dragging on. That will not be the last time that I apologize for that. Okay, we've got Aaron Nola. Colt Keith. Is that a rookie? No? Has he been in the league for longer than I remember? Arenado, maybe last time on a Cardinals, with a Cardinals jersey. I don't know. We'll see what happens in the offseason there. Got Brent Rooker. Come on. I want this one. There we go. I haven't talked about the design. I always enjoy the Allen Ginter design. The retro kind of look, but with modern day stars, you know. Nice thick cardstock. Josh Naylor. Kirby Puckett. Aw, rest in peace, Mr. Puckett. We've got our first mini. It's going to be a short print. Our first mini of the Night Light. Light the Night. Eldred Rock Lighthouse in Haines, Alabama. That's in town name. Haines, Alabama. I guess it's Haines. Cool. It's a lighthouse. And Trevor Hoffman. Wicked Curves insert. What do we want to do? I like these cool little random. Still looking for a trout. There are fish inserts. If we get a trout, I'm going to get it autographed because I know exactly who to send it to. Three more of these and 3 more of the Allen and Ginters. Thanks again for sticking with me. 40-something minutes in, depending on if I edit any of this. Kurt Flood from St. Louis. Oh boy, we've got a controversial one next. After starting his career in Cincinnati, Kurt Flood was awesome in St. Louis. 8 players banned in scandal. It's the Black Sox scandal. 1919 World Series, Shoeless Joe deal. I like. Johnny Pemberton. Bo. Swiss milk. Cocoa. Oh boy, we got Haystacks Calhoun. I'm gonna guess. Oh, it says wrestling. I thought maybe he I don't know. He's just a big dude. Tatum O'Neal. The actor. Barely bigger than the actual Oscar itself, O'Neal strolled up to the stage as the youngest Oscar winner. And Orson Welles. A very young photograph of Orson Welles. I believe that has been relatively debunked, that they like throughout that broadcast of War of the Worlds mentioned like this is a radio broadcast, but then just a handful of people weren't paying attention or wanted to complain anyway. But I think I read something that said that that's really been blown out of proportion, how many people freaked out over the radio play thinking that War of the Worlds was a real thing that was happening. Yep, I cycled all the cool cards in. That one's turned around. Trey Turner. Speaking of turning around. Another Philly, Mike Schmidt. Gunnar Henderson, who had 9 WAR last year, which is really pretty insane. Hey, all right. And it's turned around, but it doesn't mean anything because the other ones are turned around. But Richard Kind, one of the... I had him written down. Michelle Fitzgerald, Seth Meyers, Keenan, Richard Kind, Trout, Carmaria, Wes, and Mark Long as the people who I'm looking for. I remember him from Scrubs, from Spin City. You might remember him from more recent stuff. But Richard Kind. Mad About You, yep. Spin City was a great show. Andy Samberg worked on that show. River Ryan is going to be 226. It's an interesting shot for the card. In a Yachty card. Yachty. With a lot of cool foil going on. That's awesome. I'm going to put him over. He's been chilling out there for too long. Another Lighthouse. Loggerhead. Town name, Key West, Florida. Cool. Put our other lighthouse here. Interesting that I've gotten only 2 non-player minis, and they've both been lighthouses. No fish, no... There's like uniform countdown inserts, and there's a couple of other things. So it's interesting that it's been held to Wicked Curves and these big ones, and then basically baseball players on the small ones. And then Red Sox winning, which World Series was this? 2004? Yeah. They won the series against my Cardinals. Well, Richard Kind. Here. You're going to just chill out back there. Rip card. I can't believe I got a rip card. It's amazing. Rip card. Okay, perfect. And everybody stood up and applauded. Get that big stack out of the way. 2 packs left. I'm going to need a day in between to film the next one. What do we think? It's pretty obvious to me that on the right side we've got some better stuff, but there have been some surprises and pretty neat things here on the left. A big John Pemberton. I think Leo sat for the photo there. Eddie Waitkus, first base for Chicago. The inspiration for Robert Redford's The Natural. Because of that, he's going to take over for Dizzy Dean, because that is my favorite baseball movie. I'm going to go straight to the mini here. Amelia Earhart's Lockheed Electra. Wow, Amelia Earhart. See, who would have thought you were going to get an Amelia Earhart airplane card? Remember, we have an autograph just randomly in one of these packs and memorabilia. So we're starting to statistically get to where it should be in one of these packs. Lindsey Wagner, of course, from, you know, from The Thing. Come on. $6 Million Man. I thought it said she died in 1977, halfway through filming. Frank Baker, third baseman, and a cool Rams helmet on Eddie Crazy Legs Hirsch. Elroy, I can read. More worried about, what am I catching here? Come on. Well, I had to get it. I mean, we spent that much time working on it. All right. 2 more Allen Ginter, 3 more overall. Ted Williams. Christian Campbell? Yep. Mr. Eon. I don't know who that is. Mr. Eon. All right. He's a rapper. Andy Pettit. I did not know Andy Pettit was in this. Jackson Jobe. Another turned around Yachty. Huh. Is that the same exact card as this one? Looks like it. That's disappointing. But I guess if you're going to get a card that's a duplicate, one that's already on a stand, at least is one that you like, right? Here we go with Yamamoto mini. Very good mini to get. It's the regular back. So some of those with the different backs are worth more and less. And Scott Rowland, 2006 World Series. Doesn't say 2006 anywhere, does it? That's a good one. Put it there because I like the Cardinals. It's not a good one because it's worth a lot, but it's worth a lot to me because there's only a handful of World Series cards that I would want to get. This one feels thicker somehow. Maybe when I was shuffling, it made its way to the bottom because it was thicker. It does have a spacer in it, but it could be a relic. It's got a big, thick guy in there. Don Knotts. Cool. I like that one. Had some Don Knotts movies that I watched when I grew up. Assault. Shoot, I just put one on the stage, but it's an assault card. I don't even want to turn it over. I don't need to know anymore. We are struggling to find a focus camera. Come on, man. Yep, Butch Cassidy. And the Sundance Kid. And John Pemberton. And Mike Lookinland. Where's Mike? Look inland. Oh, yep, there he is. Inland. Bobby Brady. Yeah, he looks very Bobby Brady. Angie Dickinson. Come on. And Down Brothers. Old school baseball. Man, maybe I'll fix my lighting for the next video, right? Last pack. Thanks for being here, and stay tuned for whenever I get the second one done and uploaded. But if you're skipping ahead to see what's on the on the stage, there was a rip card and some other cool stuff. Hey, we've got, oh shoot, last card or last pack magic. Oh, I don't know what's about to happen. I don't know what that is. Seth Lugo on a base card. I like that. I like the Royals. Al Kaline. Callaway is a dude. Come on, Radio Hall of Famer. Logan Webb. We're gonna skip to the bottom. First State Bird. It's Arkansas State Bird, the Northern Mockingbird. Cool. It's a horizontal mini. Dennis Eckersley. This is just a regular chrome, and I'm thinking it's something super fancy. Dennis Eckersley, Wicked Curves. George Kell. And it's a Wes Bergman from the challenge from Kansas City. One of the ones I was wanting. I hadn't gotten any of the challenge guys yet, any of the challenge people, and it's a silver Wes. Sweet. He's in House of Villains coming up. Or I guess he was in the second one. Awesome. I like Wes. Boom, last card, and it gets on the stage. Okay, I've got some cleaning up to do. There's going to be a second part of this. That was a whole lot of fun. Obviously, the price point makes some of the stuff on the right shinier and whatever, but who would have thought Amelia Earhart, Don Knotts, a horse named Assault? These are all great. I will see you for part 2 when I take on the last half of both of these hobby boxes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you then. Take care.
Swinger Gaming Show! Powered by Booyah!